key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. Thank you for clicking on the link. And today we're gonna be talking about what happened to my tea. So I've got there's been demand on, tell us, want to know. So I finally decided to do this video just to tell a story basically of how I arrived where I am now and why it means so much to me at the moment. It's quite a big one for me. It's quite exciting for me. It's quite a huge one really, because so let me just start. So recently I filled my tooth. Figure it out if you can. It's kind of obvious though. You should be able to figure it out if you have a close look. Yeah, so recently I had my tooth filled, and I realized that a lot of people who knew me since about say 10 years ago, they all knew I had those broken tooth and they really didn't know what happened. So, and then now seeing it this way, like, oh, what happened? And I'm like, having to answer the questions. I've answered these questions at one point in time of my life. Like, why am I answering them all over? Has it been that long? And I realized, wow, it's actually almost 10 years since since people who knew about my teeth had we've all dispersed into different parts of the world. Okay, so basically, how did I have a broken tooth in the first place? Okay, so you guys don't laugh at me. And please don't judge me for the next thing I'm gonna say. Okay, so I went to a boarding school. Growing up, and sometime in my JS1, I don't know what happened, to be honest. I don't know. All I know is that I found myself in sick bay. And no, before I found myself in sick bay, I remember that I was on the floor and they wanted to carry me to sick bay, and I was resisting that. No, I'm not going to sick bay. No, I'm not going to sick bay. Okay, so it was such that, shout out to Fergosians, Pro-unitate, or it was anybody that went to a unity school. I just see everybody that attends a unity school as my distant cousin. So shout out to every Pro-unitate that I see in this video. So sometime in my GS1 second term, I fell from bunk. Hello. Yeah, I fell from bunk. And it was a time when I probably made a decision that, this term, I'm not going to sick bay. So I really didn't want to go to sick bay. So that's midnight. What I remember happening was, everybody was just awakened. I think my bunkmate just woke up and she was all like, hey, everybody, blah, 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 blah. And then everybody just wanted to carry me to sick bay. Like, I didn't realize what happened at that point. And I was still forming, no, don't carry me to sick bay. I'm not going to sick bay this time. No. But they forced me, and I found myself in sick bay, and there was just some first aid things. And then the following day, I saw a mirror, I saw my face, and I realized what happened to me. So basically what happened was I fell from bunk, and then my tooth did eat my lips, and of course the lips are well vascularized, so there was just this massive blood loss that day. And I think she just woke up, and waking up was seeing someone in a pool of blood on the floor. I'm sure it must have been so scary for her that day. And after then, they just rushed me to sick bay. So there was also first aid and some wound dressing on my lips and all of that. And after I got better and I realized what happened to me, I asked for the pajamas I wore that day, and as well as my wrapper and everything, my cover clothes, and it was like, it is nowhere to be found, to be honest. because even if I see it, I won't be able to use it. I think that's to tell you how much blood I lost that day. So I was in sick bay for a couple of days. I couldn't go to class. I couldn't do anything. My guardian then, shout out to Mrs. Ojo, yeah, she couldn't tell my parents about it, because basically if they had told my mom or my dad, they would have been really all scared and all worried about me. And also she didn't tell them for about 2 weeks, and then I had to take blood tonic then to help my blood back and everything. So I continued like that, but it was getting close to a time when visiting day, and visiting days does mean lots to boarding house school students. So one of my family friends was coming, and so it wouldn't be a thing of somebody else coming to see and they're going to relay my condition to my parents. So my guardian had to tell my parents about it at that time, which was a lot. So after the whole thing, I had a broken tooth. This tooth was broken. Yeah, I fell from bunk and my tooth broke. Yeah, but basically that was not even the whole excitement about having my tooth rearranged and all. In addition to that, we continued in secondary school, but I did have a scattered dentition growing up. More like I had one tooth growing somewhere up here, and then they were overlapping against each other. It wasn't nice at all. I really do wish I have a video or a photo of what it looks like then, but it was back about how many years ago, and then I was in a boarding school, so I'm not sure I would have any video, but I could insert some videos. Why do I keep saying videos? I could insert photos of what it looks like somewhere, and for you to just see what it looks like. So I had this really scattered dentition. It was that bad, such that in school then I really wasn't confident of smiling or anything. You get comments like, "Popolaji, why is your teeth like this?" Questions you can't answer. But then all of us now were like that in secondary school. We're just living like nobody knew anything. So it was just comments in passing that had a way of probably impacting your self-esteem. And I remember when in senior secondary school, I started smiling, or I wasn't this, or like senior secondary school, I'm not saying the senior now. For non-Yoruba speaking people, like I'm already a senior now, so what do you expect? And I remember getting a comment from one of my friends or one of my classmates or something at that time. I was like, "Bolaji, stop smiling. Your smile does not glorify the hair." I mean, till today, I'm not sure I'm going to forget that comment, because each time I remember that comment, and I remember now, actually, it means so much to me. But it's not like I took offense or anything. We were all kids that time. I'm sure the person is not going to make such a comment now anymore. So the arrangement of my tooth basically was a lot of concern to my mom, and my mom was all like, yeah, I love my mommy. Shout out to my mom. So yeah, my mom was all like, she really did not like the way it was, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, we went to see a dentist in my GS3, and when we went to the dentist, I remember we got there and they examined. In short, I really enjoyed my trips to the dentist, to be honest. Like, by going there made me so love the dental profession that I really wanted to be a dentist. But yeah, I'm glad I'm not one today though. So seeing the dentist, assessments, examinations were done, and all of that. And of course, you must have seen people with braces. There are different conditions though. In my own case, I had a small jaw, and then the 32 teeth they wanted to fit in. Of course, they won't be able to fit in because my jaw was small. That explained why I had one teeth overlapping over the other, and how small my jaw was. There was even one tooth that was growing somewhere up here. I think it was this particular one. It was somewhere up here, like it was on the gum. Like, it was just not nice. It was not nice. Myself, I knew it was not nice. And thank God my mom took it personally for me then. So we had to go to the dentist. And since I had it, and some other people, they have overcrowded, no, they have not overcrowded, mine was overcrowded. Some other people, they have scanty jaws, more like they have a bigger jaw and then lots of teeth, so you just find lots of spaces in between. Those kind of category of people, they could also get to use braces. So since in my own case it was a small jaw, this thing is, I really don't know what terms it was, I was still young then, but it was interesting for me. So I'll just be as simple and basic as possible. A dentist would be the one to explain what all those terms meant, but the ones I can remember, I'll just say them. So since I had a small jaw, they had to, for your information, I don't have 32. My own teeth is 28. Do you want to count them? Oh yeah, so I don't have 32 anymore. I have 28 because I had to use braces. So they had to remove one tooth to make room for the remaining, and so they can fit, since my jaw was smaller than it should have been normally. So I had extraction done. I think I had this side first and then this side. So the tooth they removed was this one, then one here. The tooth extraction, oh my god, it was painful. It's like that dentist that extracted my tooth, so my teeth did not like me. So when they did this side, I reckon they didn't probably use enough local anesthesia or something, and I could still feel pain after. And then they went on to do this side. This side, they now decided to put over for me, because the thing is, after you have that and they've removed it, before it wears out, your lip feels kind of heavy and just feels somehow. I remember in this case, I felt pain and it's wore out like in no time. But this one, days were still counting. It did not wear out until it eventually did. There's some background noise. I hope I'll try to increase my voice so that you can hear me well. So that went, and so I had extraction. As soon as the wound healed up, then we made our arrangements was made for me to use braces. And so because I had to use braces to arrange my teeth, this tooth that was broken had to be filled so that the metal braces thingy can pass on it. So I had to fill this tooth then, and I used braces. The thing about using braces is that the younger you are, the lesser the number of years you would have to wear the braces for. So if I was to use braces now as an adult, I would definitely wear it for longer than I wore it then. I think I wore it for about 1.5 or 2 or almost 3 years. Was it up to that? I'm not very sure now, but it wasn't very long. So the younger the child is, the better, or the better. Yeah, let's leave it like that. So I wore braces, and you just have the metal thing. I'll put a picture of what it looks like. And I'm not sure I have any picture of it anyway. So I just put a picture. So I wore the braces and I wore it for a while. So it was okay. And then I had to say the story like every time. Like, just imagine a young girl in secondary school. Over how many people were there? JS1, not JS1. Like SS3, SS2, SS1. I think I was in SS1 then. So we're quite many, and then what is this? It was quite intriguing for everybody, and I had to talk about the story of my teeth virtually to everybody. So that's why it feels kind of like, oh really? Am I really gonna say the story again? Like I've said it before. Like, so I had to say the story of how the tooth was I had to say the story of how the tooth was filled, and then blah blah blah. Oh, the tooth filling story. Okay, so I remember the explanation I gave then was just like to explain it to lay like as simple as possible. I think it's called probably some restoration something. Let me cut the I had to cut the video there because there was some background noise, and I was trying to see how to minimize its interference in this video. So okay, so as I was saying, regarding the filling of the tooth, I remember the explanation I gave my friends then back in secondary school was such that there are different types. I think in some cases dentists will know better. I don't know. I had a friend in school then who also had hers filled. Ours was removed totally, and then she had to be using this
Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I'll just continue from where I stopped. So that my friend, I remember she had to she had the removable one. But when I saw the dentist, in my own case, it was more like the root of my teeth or my tooth was still there. They just filled it up. So what can we liken it to? Okay, just picture you have a fence, and then some part of the fence was damaged, destroyed, and then of course the entire fence is not going to be removed, and you just try to patch up the other side of the fence, that kind of thing. So in the case of a fence, you would make your cement, sand, water, make the paste combination, and you fill it up. So it's just that kind of thing. I don't know what they call it, no idea. But so just that kind of thing. They just use more like mixed in, and they use the color of the tooth, the shade of the tooth, and then they just filled it like that. But after they filled the tooth, my dentist told me some things. She said I should avoid food I can bite on or food I would bite on, more like avoid yam, avoid as much as possible. I should avoid biting, basically avoid apple, avoid mango, avoid some food that I have to bite on. After I removed my braces, I used braces for about 3 years. After I removed that, then I used this retainer. The retainer was removable, so I get to use it. Maybe it's also removable, but use it for as many hours as possible to help the arrangement to stay. I used it for a while. I don't even know where it is again, and I didn't go back. Okay, so when I was using the removable one, my teeth was arranged now. So I was already a fine girl. I was already smiling up and down. You know. Do you like my smile? Do you like my teeth? Yeah. So the day it fell off, I was eating mango. One of my friends was teaching me how to eat mango, and as I was eating the mango, I realized, it was sweet. The mango was sweet, and then the thing fell off. And when it fell off, I continued eating my mango, and that was in my SS3. So that was how I went back to having a broken tooth. And after that, yeah, I was supposed to go back to the dentist, but the thought of I was eating mango that I was not supposed to eat was when it fell off. I didn't go back to the dentist. And then aside that, I think it's quite pricey going to the dentist, and it wasn't an emergency. Everything was fine. So I just decided to leave it. But I remember when I went to the dentist then, or when it had to be filled, when the dentist explained, like told us what it was about, I remember she said something like it's actually important that the restoration was done, because it's not good as the internal structures of the tooth was being exposed to air, to cold water, and which it was actually true. When I get to eat cold stuff, it has this, I don't know what feeling it has. And then she also said that over time, if I didn't feed it at that time, that after a couple of years it was going to change color, which I think was true. I wish I filled this one earlier than I did, because I think that one went off about, what year was that? 2000 and almost 10 years now. Yeah, that was when it went off. Almost 10 years now. So like there's this 10 years gap, and I can actually see, it's not very obvious to everybody, but if you have a close look, and I do see it, like it's different. But if I don't see it, who else sees it? Yeah, so the color change, it begins to change color, if you don't feel it on time. So when I had a chance to recently, I went to the dentist and I had my teeth examined, and I had it completed. Anterior composite restoration, yeah, that's what it's called. So I had the anterior composite restoration. Yeah, that day, how did I feel? Maybe because I had it done before, so I wasn't all excited about it, like compared to the way I was when it was filled back then in my secondary school. So that's the story. So it's good now to see that I can smell confidently, and it's good to have compliments from everybody at several points in time, and how much this smells is a blessing to as many people that has come my way. So I'm quite proud and grateful to God that I had to go through that when I was growing up, because it did have a good impact on my self-esteem, having to smile confidently. And yeah, it's actually, I'm sure we all know how important smells are, really. So receive my smile, yay! And thank you for making me do this video. Thank you for wanting to know what happened. I would just like to encourage that, yeah, I know there are people who are children like me, and we just, not because we offended anybody, but we just have one thing or the other about our teeth, and we are not very lucky to have a good dentition, a perfect dentition like every other person. But the good thing is, yeah, there is science and technology to work those things out now, and it does go a long way. It could be expensive, but it's worth it. It's really, really worth it. So if you have any child, any growing up child, or even adults who you think that doesn't have a very beautiful dentition, you can recommend such people to seeing a dentist, I think the orthodontist or something, and they would find a way to arrange it and make it really beautiful, like my own. Yeah, thank you so much once again for coming. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again on this channel. I hope to create more content for you, but till then, let me know what you think. If you've had braces used on you at any point in time, if you've had to remove your tooth, if you've visited the dentist at any point in time, I'd like to know your experiences. I'd like to know your thoughts. I'd like to know what you think about this video. Let me know in the comment section below. And if there is anything you would like me to talk about, or anything, or you'd like us to discuss, let me also know in the comment section. Till we meet again on this channel, remain in God, remain blessed, keep smiling, I keep enjoying life. All the best in this new week, and all the best in life. Bye. I had my tooth filled today. It was good being at the dentist office again. The last time I was there was when I was growing up, when I had to use braces. So my lip feels somehow. Apparently they injected something to make me not feel so much pain there, and usually it makes your lip feel heavy. I remember feeling that way the last time I had to use I was there. So right now yeah, so, my lip feels so different.